We've started a new little segment. We do it every other week here at the church now. It's called Spirit, Soul, and Body. And what we do is we just give you a little health tip because at our church we believe in feeding the spirit, taking care of your soul, renewing your mind. But we also want to help you take care of your body because as we said, we pray for a lot of people. We lay hands on them. We believe for healing. But a lot of times there's things that we're doing in the natural that are actually like poisoning our body because unfortunately the food in our culture is not as great as it should be, and a lot of things are deceiving, especially the way they promote them to tell you something's healthy when in actual fact it's not. So I'm going to pick on one of the big ones today, and that is Dairy Queen or Dairy Killer. So are you struggling with acne, psoriasis, joint pains, high cholesterol, asthma, sinus issues, heartburn, or fatigue? And those are just a few that dairy causes. So let me tell you, listen to this nugget of advice. Milk and other dairy products are the top source of saturated fat in the American diet, contributing to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, and an increased risk of cancer. Typical cheeses are 70% fat. Dairy products, he's like, Paul's like, oh no, what am I going to do? Dairy products also cause our bodies to produce large amounts of insulin. So again, you can see how that relates to diabetes. And dairy also causes inflammation in the body. So if you're dealing with that, dairy is the cause. So now maybe cholesterol and saturated fats, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm not really interested in those things. It doesn't really scare me. And I'm one of those people who I can eat dairy and I don't have a problem with it. Most people I speak to be like, oh, no, I'm not lactose intolerant. I don't have stomach issues after I eat dairy. But wait, dairy usually takes 24 hours to 3 days to show the symptoms. So next time you eat dairy, check if you break out, if you 2 or 3 days later you have heartburn or you suddenly get blocked up sinuses. My doctor, who's also a naturopath who I see, he said when he eats cheese, the next day he wakes up, his joints hurt. Every time. He knows it's the dairy instantly. For me, I used to get heartburn. 3 days later, 2 days later, why have I got heartburn? Oh, the dairy I ate. A friend of mine had sinus problems, always getting sinus infection, always dealing with allergies, cut out the dairy. The sinus problems went away because it produces an over-excess amount of phlegm in the body and mucus. So there's so many things. Most people dealing with skin problems, it's the dairy. Cholesterol, it's all linked. So I know you're like, oh no, but there's so many great alternatives on the market right now. Almond milk, coconut milk, and if you're like, what am I going to put in my coffee? They have this coconut heavy whipping cream. It's amazing. It's in a can on the shelf at Sprouts, and it's heavy cream, and you can put it in your coffee, and it's delicious, and it's good for you. And there's alternatives to butter. They make it with cashews. You wouldn't even know the difference. It's amazing. Cheeses that are made with cashews, and when I post this on Facebook, I'm gonna take some photos of some of the products I've used and found and see so you can try them and go get them and try them out because you won't feel like you're missing out. Because you can also eat goat cheese. So if you love cheese, you can have goat cheese. But do yourself a favor and try and cut it out for a while and see the results you will have in your body. Your body will thank you. Because one of the biggest lies they promote is that milk is good for your bones. It's actually not. So if you do your research, it's not. After the age of 5, we no longer have the enzymes in our stomach to break down milk. So you need to not be having it. Okay, I need to stop. It's supposed to be short. Okay. So as you can tell, I can go on and on and on. Passionate about the dairy. So take care of your body. It's the only one you got. Okay.